So a frequently asked question that I've been getting is, how much did this cost me? What did it cost for me to build the Z-Rack? It cost me $4,235. Now you could probably do it for a little less, but not a whole lot less. Let's get into it. So for starters, all the steel cost me $300. That's the rack, the brackets, and the bars on the inside of the bed. Additionally, I bought this steel tube and some other material to make my battery box. That was 144 bucks. Two Group 31 950 batteries cost $292. I bought 10 hinges at $35 each. That's 350 bucks. And the cylinder tabs and risers were 100 bucks. The rod ends, which are the Heim joints, were $40. The grade 8 bolts were $50. The hydraulic system, which included 3 pumps, 3 dumps, 8 solenoids, 4 switches with wiring, all the necessary hoses and fittings, was $1,895 plus $210 for shipping. Tack on another $110 plus $52 in shipping for a replacement cylinder that I needed, since I jacked one up because I welded the tab on it and warped the inside. So this kit came with these switches and a mounting plate, but I envisioned these tall switches and a box with a long cord so I could operate it from the outside of the truck. So I bought this pre-wired switch box for $150. Then I bought 30 foot of 4-gauge welding cable with lugs and quick disconnect. That was $131. A 5-gallon bucket of ISO AW32 hydraulic oil was $75. $200 for welding wire and supplies like drill bits and sanding discs. Oh, and $136 for a new alternator because I forgot to disconnect the battery before I started welding on the frame. Take note of that, because in every circumstance of welding on your vehicle, always disconnect your battery, or you can plan on buying a new alternator when you're finished with your project. So all of this totaled $4,235. But because you're smart and you thought things through, you're probably not going to be frying your alternator, so that'll save you 136 bucks. Now let's say I would have used switches that came with the hydraulic kit and didn't buy that switch box. That would have saved 150 bucks. If I didn't need that replacement cylinder, that's $162. Probably could have made my own cylinder tabs and risers. That's 100 bucks. And let's say I figured out a different way to mount the batteries and didn't spend $144 on building that battery box. I still would have paid $3,543. So one thing that isn't factored into this is my time. It would have cost you a minimum of $3,500 to make a rack just like mine on your own. You still have to do the work. So keep that in mind when you want to hire somebody to build this for you. If it was me, I would charge a minimum of $3,500 just for the materials, and then you still have to pay for my time. But no, I'm not for hire. But if you're looking for somebody to build your rack for you, take that into consideration. They need to buy the materials, and you have to pay for the materials and their labor. And that's all I got to say about that. I really appreciate your time and attention. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time.